Hello everyone and welcome back to the journey and welcome to the penultimate race of 2014, of course the Brazilian Grand Prix. Lewis Hamilton can win the World Championship this time out, but basically we need to win to deny him, and I think he needs a pretty poor result to be denied, so it's unlikely, but we'll see if we can delay it. Nico Rosberg will start from pole position alongside Lewis Hamilton, us starting from third position with Valtteri Bottas in fourth. You got Fernando Alonso back there as well, Jenson Button at the back end of the top 10, Sebastian Vettel at the back end of the top 10. After that, no major shocks when it comes to the qualifying order, not quite like the previous round. Anyway, let's jump in to the Brazilian Grand Prix. 18 laps ahead of us. Can we win? So we're battling then for second position in the championship. Of course, that is with Rosberg, who starts on pole position. So this is an important race for us to get after. Come on. It's beautiful conditions up here in Interlagos. Bit early on the brakes there as well. Ooh. Rosberg's able to fend off Hamilton. We're still battling with Bottas here. Let's turn up the rich mix. Big send to the outside. No, he's covered us off. He's just gone straight in front of us and then got on the brakes. Love that. Love that. Love that for me. Whoa, hello. You are well slow there. Hello. Can't wait for the Mercedes to run away. Send it. Got to lift out so we don't exceed track limits there. Let's see how fast we are on a straight line. Obviously we are in rich mix, but still. No DRS. But you're going to have to do it properly. Oh yeah, we're way faster than a straight line. Good day, sir. We are running lower downforce than them, which you wouldn't know based on the battle with Bottas. Mate, we're gonna win this race. I can beat Rosberg, right? Let's get within DRS first, and then try and hang on. Obviously, knowing Hamilton, he's still going to come back strong later on in the race anyway. Sorry, by the way, for the audio issue back at COTA. I have absolutely no idea what that was. It was absolutely fine in Premiere. As soon as I rendered it, everything was fine. Oh, nice one. So I didn't even check the video. Obviously, as I'm editing it, I'm watching it and I'm paying attention to all this kind of stuff. But clearly, when it rendered it, it decided that it didn't want the video footage that it rendered, the audio from the main race. Why not? Cheers, Adobe. Just a glitch, clearly. That's fine. We've had a couple of those, though, this season. Right, come on. So obviously we need to turn this one down. We're going to get DRS, so there's that. But let's turn the fuel mix down, just back onto standard, so that we can look after it once more. We will go for the race lead as soon as we can. Obviously we've got DRS now. We're not quite close enough into... Four! God, I sound like I was on the golf course then. Four! That is genuinely what I have to shout all the time on the golf course. Every other drive is probably nowhere near where I'm aiming. Good vibes. He's got a slow exit here. We have to lift. See how close we can get into T1. Probably not very, but obviously we are going to get DRS. Hamilton is still with us, looking for an 11th victory of 2014. That was a pretty good exit, actually. This could be the opportunity for us. Yes, it will be. Come on. Straight to the inside. I was going to say he wasn't sticking it around the outside there. We did drive it in a little bit deep, but we kept it on the road. And this is a win I'd be desperate for. Nearly out to a second on Rosberg. Obviously, do remember, we are staying with McLaren into the McLaren-Honda era, which is going to suck. So a second in the championship here. A third victory of the season would be very, very nice indeed. Also, we'll be having our 100th race early next season. This is race, I think it's 95 of our career. So we're very close to 100 episodes of the journey and 100 races in Formula One. Hamilton's up to second. Hamilton is not maybe fully up to second. I actually don't fully know what the gap is between us and Hamilton in the championship. I kind of want to say it's like 60 odd points, which means that even if he finishes in third position and we win, he's still going to be crowned world champion because, of course, the season finale is 50 points for the race victory. Bro, and their squabbles between each other, we have absolutely checked out. They're still battling so hard. I guess when you've already secured the... I mean, I don't know. You've already secured the team's championship, like you kind of go carte blanche on the battling, but then surely Hamilton now would be more focused on... I say surely, as if like whatever. But the team would want Hamilton to assist Rosberg on getting into second position in the championship, which means catching us and beating us off on the racetrack. Genuinely, those two are about to be under attack from Valtteri Bottas. Oh, we're about to be under attack by our own lack of talent, bruv. I think Button pitted, actually, early. I think he must have pitted on lap 6 then. That's way too early. He's not two-stop in this race. They're not going to get him to score no points, are they? He's not in that group, though. There he is, all the way back there. Interesting. Oh, both Mercedes pit? What? Why have they pit both Mercedes? Why would they pit both of them at the same time? Well, Hamilton's going to lose out, isn't he? That's so weird. Like, you would just never make that decision to pit both of them at the same time in the drive. But, well, we'll take advantage and we'll come into the pit lane. We might lose out a little bit to Rosberg here, though. Depends how he gets those cold tyres straight up the temp, because these tyres have seen a better day. Right, into pit lane. And get me in and off of these bad boys. Come on! Right, Ricciardo and Raikkonen both staying out. Where is Rosberg? The other R. There he is. He must be with Bottas. Maybe is with Hamilton? I don't know who he's fighting with, but he's there. Whoop, we cut the white line. That's fine. That would be a big old penalty for us. What, 5 seconds? So I believe the top two might be in the pit lane this time, but they might stay out for another couple, you know, if they're staying on the... No, they're in the pit lane. I was going to say, if they started the race on the primes rather than the options, then maybe they would, but no. We return to the race lead then. And it is Rosberg from Bottas. I'm sure Hamilton will be around 4th position, but still. And Bottas is battling with Rosberg. He is through on Rosberg as well. It's a good drive from Bottas. I don't think he'll be able to close in on us and take another victory this season. I think we're relatively secure on it. As long as I don't make any big old mistakes and fumble the bag. I think the only problem for us now is like if we get a little bit too complacent. Because complacency is always the enemy here. I know we're not... Oh, hello. We're not pushing that ridiculously hard. He says as he completely drives off the circuit. We're just trying to cruise around. Hit our marks, bring it home, you know? That kind of vibe. So this car is understeery as at the moment. We'll be alright though. Just underdrive it a little bit. We've got the gap. Especially if they battle, which they have been a little bit. So, like I say, it's good vibes. Kind of boring, but we'll take boring every now and then. Well, bit of a slide in the braking zone at T1. Nice. Yeah, I know the delay, though, on the previous episode, because I was going to put it back out on Saturday, obviously, after taking it down. But I was away from home because I was at the British GT at Silverstone, which was good fun, actually. Did manage to... Obviously, I was commentating on GB3 and GB4. By the way, bang and go and check out those streams on MSV TV. We had some really good racing, actually. Had some terrible racing. We had some good racing. But yeah, GB3, GB4. But did manage to get out onto the British GT grid walk as well. That's always a bit of fun just to be out there. I was on it very briefly, mind. Got my photographs, posted them on Instagram, and then went back in. Banner. That's literally is the. I've done on the grid walk a few times in British GT. It's kind of like, yeah, cool, race cars. Anyway, see you in a bit. Almost sound ungrateful. If anyone is going to a British GT round or something like that this season, let me know. I'll be around. I think I'm going to most of them. Trying to think which one I'm not going to. I'm not going to Snetterton, I think. And I'm not going to whatever their international round is. Because Snetterton is just GB4. And I think I am flying back from Saudi Arabia literally that Friday night. And I've got Formula E in London. Which is actually... Formula E's in Berlin on that weekend. But I do the broadcast from London for Formula E. The radio broadcast. And so I'll be doing... them all around each other a little bit. It's going to be messy. But it'll be banter, so fine. Well, the outside there, getting a little bit of lap traffic. That was a bit of a sendy wendy around the outside of Ericsson. Bro was not waiting around. Yeah, he's right behind. Oh, where's Bottas gone? Why is it Alonso now in third? Has Rosberg absolutely eliminated Valtteri Bottas? Maybe Bottas is on a two-stop strategy or something? I think there's a few drivers doing it, but still, very odd. Now Raikkonen's up to third and battling with Ricciardo. Oh my goodness. What a mess. We're not that far away from putting a lap on button as well. I mean, I'm just driving around the circuit, but apparently it seems like it's a chaotic race. That does happen quite a lot. Will McIntyre won the final GB3 race of the weekend at Silverstone, and there was absolute chaos behind. He had no idea. He was like, yeah, cool. That was an easy drive. Right, let's catch up with this goddamn ugly as Lotus. Thankfully, we've only got 2 more races or 1 more after this to deal with that thing. The front of that car was awful. I mean, to be fair, the front of a lot of these cars this season were terrible, McLaren included. I think the Mercedes were the only one. The Mercedes looked all right, although it was very flat on the front, which I didn't vibe with. The Ferrari looked like an absolute joke. The Red Bull looked quite good, actually. The Caterham or whatever it was, that looked awful. Like, really, really awful. Jenson Button, penultimate race before his retirement. As obviously Alonso will come in to replace him. It is not going well for him. He's about to be lapped by his own teammate. If he could jump out of the way, please, that'd be sick. Do you not want to? Cheers, bro. He did not make that easy at all. Right, 1 last lap then left to go here at the Brazilian Grand Prix. And we will be taking a pretty solid look at second in the championship by pulling out quite a margin on Rosberg here. A further 7 points for us heading into that season finale. But if Rosberg wins that season finale, then yeah, it's basically done, isn't it? That double points, 50 points will settle that one. One thing that is for sure, though, because we're winning this race and Hamilton isn't even on the podium, I'm pretty sure Hamilton will not be crowned champion because of the double points. Obviously, you'll find out by looking at the championship standings at the end of the race. But yeah, I think we've got a lot to answer for. I mean, it's super. Like, he'd have to retire from the next race and we'd have to win it. It's not impossible. It's not impossible. Either way, victory number 3 of 2014. We'll cross the line to win the Brazilian Grand Prix in dominant fashion. Nice one. Was nice. Could this be our last win for a long time in Formula 1? I mean, look, a great drive, 11 seconds clear for our 19th victory and our 58th podium as well. Nico Rosberg, Daniel Ricciardo on the podium with Raikkonen only missing out by 0.2 of a second, which is a bit of a shame. The big shock in that was Hamilton finishing down in 7th position, meaning the World Championship is not his yet. As Jenson Button then down in 18th position, that is a big shame. Obviously finishing 1 lap down, and a retirement for Fernando Alonso. Not great for Ferrari as well. Quite a few drivers went a lap down this race. Makes sense because of the shorter lap. Let's take a look at the championship standings. There you go. You can see the gap. 354 points to 312, so Hamilton's not won it yet. Nico Rosberg, though, that's the important gap for us. That one being 9 points heading into the season finale. Next time out, we'll be at the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix for the double points race. As stupid as that is, we are keeping that here. Let's see if we can go and secure ourselves second and maybe take our 20th victory. Who knows?